time for the Mystery Hour, and here is your host, Mystery Jeff Polka!
Welcome to the Mystery Hour, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We have a great show tonight. Steve Hytner, otherwise known as Kenny Bania from Seinfeld, among other things, is here. It's a dream come true. He gave me this suit jacket. We also have the music of the Mezzelo Triptet. Yeah. And of course, last but not least, we have Dan Holt in the form of a commercial. Hi, I'm Realtor Dan Holt with the Dan Holt team, and I would like to give you realtors some tips for helping your client buy a home. Number one, ask questions. Get to know what they're looking for. Number two, be patient. This may be the biggest single purchase they ever make. And number three, on the day you're showing homes, wear comfortable clothing. I forgot my pants. I don't care. I'm Dan Holt.
Fake Dan Holt is an idiot. Real Dan Holt is friendly and would love to work with you and your family.
Quick question, was that blurred out? Okay, good, because I wanted to make sure he did, but I couldn't tell. Because no one wants to see that. Hey, things people want to see outside, right outside the theater. We have firefighters from the local 152 and 3997, the Black Sheep Pipes and Drums. There they are, and we're always looking for new ways. There it is. There they are. There they go. All right. So my introduction was cut a little short because we didn't have time to rehearse that because, quite honestly, little secret, they were here tonight by chance, and they said, hey, do you want us to play? And like 10 minutes ago, we were like, yeah. All right, let's do things I've noticed.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed, yeah.
Yeah.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I've noticed that if you get sick after eating a parfait, it should be called a barfait. I've noticed that it should be called a teeth brush, right? I've noticed that if the cat really did have your tongue, it would just put it in your mouth while you slept as a present. I've noticed that the cover is really the only way to judge hardback books. And finally, I've noticed that if I didn't put all my eggs in one basket, then I'll be carrying around 12 baskets and would probably drop all my eggs. Things I've noticed.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed, yeah.
All right. Hey, one of the things that I think is important is that no matter your age, if you're out of school, that you keep learning, keep growing and learning new things. So I decided I would go and learn about something that's near and dear to all of us. Check it out. Today we're at the City of Springfield Southwest Wastewater Treatment Plant to find out where your waste goes. What kind of waste? You know what I'm talking about. Let's do it. I'm here with Stu, shift supervisor. Stu, where are you taking me?
We're going to Headworks. This is where all the waste flow coming into the plant originates, right here.
What should I expect in there?
A sweet pungent odor.
Sweet pungent odor.
This is a bar screen that's going to go down and rake up all the paper products and all that.
Okay.
And it'll come up and fall onto the arm here, and then it'll conveyor it to the trash dump here. So what we'll do now is we'll take this fire hose and we're going to clean off the arms of all these bar screens down through here.
Okay. So what was that building called?
Headworks.
Headworks. And now where are we headed?
We are going to load up and go to biosolids.
Biosolids. That sounds grosser. What's behind us? Is it what I think it is?
It's exactly what you think it is.
So it's just a big pile
We call it biosolids.
Biosolid.
We're going to take a sample and we're going to have our lab analyze those. This is actually getting used for agricultural purposes. It'll actually be spread out on the farmers' fields, and they can benefit from the nutrients that are still available there.
All right, Stu, we're standing in front of a big tanker here, and I am unfortunately holding a sample cup again.
Yes.
So what's happening next?
This truck behind us is a load from our Northwest plant. Just stick your hand down there with the cup.
Hand in there. This is the worst. This is the oh, 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 oh. Ah! How much is that enough?
You gotta have it full.
What? Whoa! Oh, it's spinning. All right, today I learned that things can go from dirty to clean, back to nature. I quit. I decided I found out afterwards, those jackals, no one has to do that thing where you put it under that. All right, we'll be back with Steve Hytner. Stay where you are.
That comedy bit brought to you by Oz Air. Guest booking provided by Gig Salad.
Hey, next up is our guest, but I should also mention who our guest sponsor is. Have you ever gotten a ticket? Well, just click it, MissouriTrafficTickets.com says. I don't know if they love the way I do that, but I'm assuming no. All right, our guest tonight, you probably first knew him as Kenny Bania on Seinfeld. He's done many other things as well. Please give it up for Steve Hytner.
I'm a little winded.
Yeah?
I had to change clothes. I was in the bagpipe thing. I was the third kilt on the left.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't even recognize you.
Yeah.
Good work out of you.
So we were thinking about, and we'll get to other things, just let me speak here a minute. We were thinking about what do you call a bunch of bagpipe guys, right? Like a Pride of Lions or, and there is a word for it. Anybody know?
What is it?
It's called a cowerson.
That's for real?
Yeah, we did the Google.
It's called a cowerson.
We did the Google. That's what my mother calls it. Well, do the Google. Yeah, a cowerson.
I like that.
Yeah, I like it too. I like it too. I noticed when I walked out, you like to keep your Emmy right in front there, don't you? Pretty proud of that thing, aren't you, Jeff?
It is a regional Emmy. So, yeah, well,
Did you win that for the show or for a specific episode or just the idea?
it was for performer host.
Oh, just you?
No,
Oh, the show didn't win.
no, the show. Let me tell you, if there were no cameras, though, I wouldn't have gotten
You
it.
wouldn't have won anything, right?
Right.
I see. Well, congratulations for your regional Emmy.
Thank you.
Isn't that
Thank you.
cool?
You've been a part of shows that have won what we in the business call real Emmys.
Not so regional.
The region being
Yeah, the region
everywhere.
being Earth. Yeah.
Earth. You want an Earth
We won
Emmy
an Earth
with
Emmy. Yeah, it's very rare. It's actually called a cowerson of Emmys.
a cowerson of Emmys. So people have. What I think is interesting about you is people. First touchstone for you, for a lot of people, was Seinfeld, but you've done so much stand-up, so much other.
Yeah.
So many other movies and TV shows.
But it's just, the Banya thing is just the 800-pound gorilla.
Yeah.
Like, it's just never going to. Like, if I do other shows, they'd be like, hey, did you see Banya was on CSI? All right.
Right.
It just is. You can't fight it, so.
It's not a horrible thing to
No,
fight
it's
against.
not. I don't see it negative at all. If I walk out the door, someone's going to scream, that's gold, Jerry, gold, right?
Is that the most common one?
Oh, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Soup's not a meal.
Right.
I'm huge. Which you think would be a good thing, but
Right.
hasn't really proved to be.
And now mostly, I don't know if you'd say mostly, but you do lots of stand-up now.
I do a lot of stand-up because I have a 10-year-old son and I like to be near him. So
Right.
stand-up allows me to get back to him quicker.
As opposed to a movie set where you're there for a
Yeah,
long
then
time.
I'm gone for a long time, so. And he is doing very well, but I've noticed the whole thing. What do you feel about the participation trophy?
That's what that is.
Oh, that's it. You have one!
Every
Yeah.
late night talk show host in the region got one, which is true.
Did really everybody?
But participation trophies, I guess I'm okay. I'm
I
okay
don't
with
know.
it.
Some people hate them. I'm not a fan of the participation.
Yeah.
If my son's a loser, I want him to know as soon as possible. Yeah. It's not working out, buddy. Go down to GameStop, get yourself a job. I don't know what you got to do.
And you don't want to have to say it to him. You want the absence of a trophy to say it.
Well, I just want him to know. I don't know how he gets the information. I want him to know. And then at school, they give these awards. My son, 2 years in a row, has won the Integrity Award.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Did we have Integrity Awards when we were in school?
No.
No. And he was like, Dad, I won the Integrity Award. I won the Integrity Award. Integrity, you know what that is? I'm like, not really. It's integrity. That's how you behave when no one's watching.
Ah.
So really? I thought that was pizza and pornography, but all right.
You're a Hytner, damn it!
We're Hytners. We do Hytner things.
But you mentioned CSI. You've been in a number of CSI.
Yeah, I've done all the CSI. I really have done so many different shows. I've done 100 different shows and films. But again, it's like the Banya thing. It just overrides. It just
What's your
is.
favorite film you've been in?
I did a movie called The Marrying Man a number of years ago. It was a Neil Simon film. Me and Alec Baldwin and Paul Reiser, and that was a lot of fun. Yeah, they sent us to Vegas just to become friends. And we all had our own suite.
Yeah.
And all we had, literally, this was so long ago, we went to see Sinatra. That's how long ago it was. I thought it was like 92 or something like that, right? And actually, this is not me. I wouldn't normally do this, but I was just having such a great time that in between songs, I yelled out, Frank, you're the king. I couldn't even believe I did it. And there was a pause, and Sinatra goes, oldest damn king you ever saw. And Paul Reiser went berserk. He's like, you just had a conversation with Frank Sinatra. So yeah, Frank and I chatted.
You're friends. Now, When you auditioned for the role of Kenny Bania,
Yeah.
you also got a great response.
Yeah, I did. You know, it's weird when you audition for things. Sometimes you're going in and you don't have that great a feel for it. And I had been in for Seinfeld 2 or 3 other times for other roles and didn't get them. But they kind of knew of me and they wanted to use me. And the role of Banya, all it said was hack comedian, thank you. And they thought of me. And then it said most annoying person in the world. And they thought of me, which is nice. And then, you know, when you do these auditions, sometimes the walls are thin. You can hear the other people auditioning. So I'm listening and I'm like, oh my God, these people are so just annoying and a kind of like, that's not gonna hold up. Who wants to listen to that?
Right.
So like right before I went in, I said, what if he's annoying because he wants to be Jerry's friend so bad?
Yeah.
So after they were saying all these kind of negative, annoying things, I went in with this big smile and just desperately, like a puppy dog, wanted to be Jerry's friend, and they just lost it.
Yeah.
And you could just tell in a second. I was like, okay, this is the part. Yeah. So that was it. And then I was Banya. And then they just started having Banya back. And Jerry started sticking Banya in every episode, like the soup Nazi. Like, let's have Banya cut in line. Right. Yeah. Because Jerry just liked the character. He thought the character was hilarious. He's like, stick Banya in there.
Because Seinfeld's New York was like a small town where these people, you're just like, oh, I see that guy, and I see that guy.
Yeah,
and that guy.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right. It was like Mayberry.
Right.
Mayberry, Manhattan. And you know that there is nothing from Seinfeld that is New York. There's one shot.
Yeah.
The New York street is in LA. The outside of the apartments, everybody's like, well, that's 83rd Street. I'm like, no, it's downtown LA.
Right.
There's one shot that is actually New York, and it is the outside of the diner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Which
that's
has a different name, actually, but you don't see it, right?
Yeah, don't see it, yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of Mayberry and small towns, how do you like it here?
I'm loving it here.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm loving it here. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love a St. Patty's Day parade on the 19th? Was Patty tardy?
Yeah. There were still a few snakes left.
Yeah. Still got some kinks here in Springfield.
We get things late.
Yeah, no, I had a lovely time last night. I hit Scotch and soda for a little of the same.
Nice.
Went over to watch a little basketball at, what was that other place I went to?
You went to Falstaff's.
Yes, Falstaff's, yeah.
And so like a true road comic, you know to go to a place and then mention local places, whether you like them or not, so people will cheer, right?
So they'll cheer, and then I get a free drink, I hope.
There you go. Buy Kenny Bania a drink when you see him. And Steve Hytner, both of them. We'll be right back.
Guest travel and accommodations provided by Hotel Vandervoort. Musical guest brought to you by Bryan Properties.
Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, we have a great musical guest tonight. Our first jazz combo, actually. Please give it up for the Brandon Mezzelo Triptet. tonight. 10% of our box office proceeds goes to Ozark Food Harvest. Thanks to them. Thanks to Steve Hytner. We'll see you guys next week.
Big Whiskey is the official caterer of the Mystery Hour.